Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Tripti Chandra and I teach science of class 8 in this channel. And if you are interested with it, then please take a moment to subscribe my channel. Please see this video till the end and share it with your friends as well. And today we are gonna start with a new chapter. So without wasting much time, so let's continue with our session. Okay. So what we are gonna to start. The chapter name is Crop Production and Management. It is the first chapter of class 8 science book of NCERT. Okay, so this is the first chapter, and with this I am starting the reading portion of my channel. With this I am starting my first chapter of science in this channel. I teach only science in this channel of class 8. Then more I will teach class 9, 10 all. Okay, so to this much I am developing my channel with class 8. Okay, so first chapter is crop productions and management. So first of all I'm starting the video. So first of all you tell me what is a crop. What is a crop? Actually it is crop is a see when plants of the same kinds are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale. Plants of the same kind, that means you take an example of rice or wheat. Okay, so they are of one types of plant. If you fetch the seed, okay, of rice, okay, that happens in the village areas more maximally. So it's all happens in a village area. So the same kind of crop like wheat is a kind of crop. The wheat is grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale. So the wheat is cultivated at one place, that means it has taken at one place and cultivated at large scale. That means it has cultivated in a large amount of area in any particular area, but in a large amount. Okay, this is called a crop. When plants of the same kinds are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called a crop. For example, crop of wheat means that all the plants grown in a field are that of wheat. That means that all the plants grown in a very big field are that of wheat only. Okay, so this is, we know what is a crop. And crops are of two types. Okay, we learn that. First of all you tell me what is in agriculture. Then growing plants and receiving animals for food, clothing and other useful products is called agriculture. That means agriculture, I'm telling at first that agriculture is not only the meaning of cultivating the land areas only for cultivating the plants or only growing the plants or trees. That's not called agriculture. Agriculture is also known as the rearing of livestock. Okay, rearing of livestock, rearing of animals. Okay, growth of the animals. Okay, growing of the animals is also known as the agriculture. So growing plants and receiving animals for food, clothing and other useful products. So with this food process is known as the agriculture. That means you grow plants also, you rear livestock also. That means cow you can rear, you can rear buffaloes, goats. These all are rearing animal. Okay, so if you are growing plants also, if you are growing animals also, this full process is known as the agriculture. Agriculture is not only the meaning of cultivating plants, it is also the meaning of as well the animals also. Okay, so this much clear what is a crop. When a same kind of crop are grown in a large scale at one place is known as the crop. I have already told that there are two kinds of crop. They are Kharif crop and Ravi crop. Okay, so how these are different? Why we are giving the name of the crop as Kharif crop and Ravi crop? Okay, see, India is a vast country. The climatic condition like temperature, humidity, and rainfall vary from one region to another. So the climatic condition we are having, the temperature we are having, they are different in one religion and different in another religion. So we with these we are mm, different the we are classifying the Kharif crop and Rabi crop because of the climate, because of the humidity and rainfall of any other or any particular region. Okay, so they are divided into crop patterns, that is Kharif crops and Rabi crops. So Kharif crops are the crops which are Kharif, see here, the crops which are shown in rainy season. So why Kharif crops are grown in rainy season? That means rainy season here. Rainy season means it needs more rain, like paddy. Like paddy, that means the rice. The rice are needed more rain, so they are grown in rainy season, and rice are therefore called as Kharif crop. The crops which are shown in the rainy season are called Kharif crop. The rainy season in India is generally from June to September. So the rainy season in India usually from June to September. Okay, paddy, soyabean, groundnut, cottons, etc. are of Kharif crop because they need much rainfall and they need sunlight also. Okay, then what is a Rabi crop? Rabi crops. The crops grown in the winter season are called Rabi crops. Rainy season, the crops that are grown in rainy season, they are Kharif crops, and which are grown in winter season are called Rabi crop. Okay, their time period is generally from October to March. So in our India, we have the winter season from October to March usually. Okay, example of Rabi crops are wheat, gram, pea, mustard, and linseed. So first, this much clear now to you all. Kharif crop are the crops which are grown in rainy season, and Rabi crops are the crops which are grown in winter season. So what is the next? Next we have the other varieties, like, see, some are also grown in summer season also. So the pulses and vegetables are grown during summer season at many places. Okay, pulses and other vegetables are grown in summer season as well. So now we are gonna do what we are going to do in this full chapter, that is the agricultural practice. Usually we are going to do what is here, crop production and management, how to grow crop and how to manage the crop, and make it as a full cooking materials. Okay, fully like vegetable. Okay, so the agricultural practice are follows this. Cultivation of crop involves several activities undertaken by farmers over a period of time. So these agricultural practice are in a small or agricultural practice is not a small, it is a very large period of time they needed a much time to grow. Okay, these activities of tasks are referred to as agricultural practice. So this period of time is also known as the agricultural practice, which we are going to learn is this full chapter. Okay, so first of all we are going to learn what is the first step for growing a crop, that is the preparation of soil. Second is showing. Third is adding manure and fertilizers. Fourth is irrigation. Next, protecting from weeds. Okay, weeds are those unwanted plants which grow along with the required or the crop which we are needed, which we are growing. Next we are going to harvest. After mature we are going to harvest, that means we are going to cut off the trees, cut off the plants, crops. Then storage, we are storing the substance because of it does not get spoiled. Okay, now we are going to separate this something in more detail. So that is soil preparation, that means preparation of soil. In soil preparation we have plowing, leveling, applying fertilizers. Okay, by this we can prepare our soil. And selection and sowing of seeds are the same as the showing. Irrigation, that means watering of crops by a interval of time. Weeding and crop protection, weeding and crop protection means we are removing the weeds by using certain chemicals also, and by using other uh, other things, like we can remove weeds by plow also when we are plowing the land. Okay, then we're gonna do harvesting, that means cutting off crops. And then storage, if you don't storage then it will spoil. Okay, and it will be eaten by the pests, the rats, and other microorganisms. Okay, so then we are going to do the first topic, that is soil preparation now. Okay, so soil preparations involves plowing, leveling, and applying fertilizers. Okay, now I have just told you that it need plowing, leveling, and applying fertilizers. Next, what is a plowing? The process of loosening and turning the soil is called plowing or tilling. Okay, this plowing we can refer is also as tilling. Okay, plowing is also referred as tilling. So the process of loosening and turning the soil up. Okay, loosening means we are loosening the soil by some by plowing, by using plow, by using hoe. We are loosening. That means we are moving the soil freely. We are cultivating the soil and turning the soil up. So the down soil will come up and the up soil will go down and it will be fertile. Okay, so plowing is also known as tilling. Then what is the leveling? Even after plowing, big lumps of soils may remain in the fields. So here lumps. What is the meaning of lumps? Lumps means after doing the plowing also we are getting some big stone like structure of mud or soil. We have to bring that soil also. Even after plowing, big lumps of oil may remain in the field. These are also crushed using wooden or iron planks. So these are also converting the soil into some labeling type. So that is called labeling. Okay. So we the by what is the materials which are needed here? We need wooden or iron planks called leveler. So these are known as leveler, which are leveling the soil or bringing the soil more fertile. This process is called leveling. So these materials are known as levelers and this process is called the leveling. Okay, next we are going applying fertilizers. Eventually the soil even turn infertile. To avoid this situation, farmers often add a substance called fertilizers. So after that also, if the soil is even not fertile, then they avoid the situation by using some substance, some chemical substance. They are known as fertilizers. Okay, they are fertilizers which have been used to make the soil more fertile. Next is preparation of soil. We are going to do in a detail. Okay, so see here, preparation of soil. The preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. So obviously this is the first step before growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. So this is the most important task. If we don't follow this step, then the soil will not grow, because if the soil gets stuck, or if the soil is not plowed, it not delayed, then it will not grow, because the soil is very stuck and we can't put any plant inside the soil. Okay, so we can use some water also in the process of preparation of soil for making the soil more fertile. Okay, this allows the root to penetrate deep into the soil. So why preparation of soil is required? Preparation of soil is required because if the root does not go inside the soil, if the root does not go inside the soil, then how they will grow, how the plants will be strong. And if some heavy, not some simple wind blow, then the plant will fall down na. So we need to get that root deep into the soil, and by this preparation of soil, the root go deep into the soil, and they also breathe easily in the soil also. Okay, so after tilling, these are the for the land are so fertile, so they will easily breathe. Okay, the loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes present in the soil. So see, we know that farmers' friends are the earthworm or other microbes which are helpful for making the soil more fertile. Okay, these organisms are friends of the farmer since they further turn and lose the soil and add humus to it. So earthworm and microbes, they add humus, that is also manure type substance. I will let you know what is a manure in this chapter. So humus, they add humus to the soil. Classes that soil contained minerals, water, air, and some living organism. In addition, dead plants and animals get decomposed by soil organisms. In this way, various nutrients held in the dead organisms are released back into the soil. These nutrients are again absorbed by the soil. So see, we know that some other animals or other organisms which dead, or other plants which dead or die in the soil, they are decomposed by other bacteria or other microorganism, and they are again taken by the plants or by the plants to get more nutrients, more nutrients and more manure to grow up. Okay, and they need that that dead substance which are present after the death of the animals or plants. They are needed, that is a very good manure to them, that is a very good fertilizer to them for growing the plant. Okay, so we have tilling or plowing here. We know what is a tilling, what is a plowing. We are knowing that what is a leveling also. Okay, so see, now we are gonna do the agricultural implements which are useful for plowing or tilling the soil. Before sowing the seeds, it is necessary to break soil to size of grains to get better yield. Yes, this is obvious. If you don't break the soil size at the size of the grains we have, then it will be not better yield. Yield means growth. Yield means growth. There will be no better growth of the plant. This is done with the help of various tools. So these are done, these necessary breaks are done by helping of various tools. These main tools used for this process are plow, hoe and cultivator. These three are the tools which are used for plowing or tilling the fertilizer. Okay, or tilling the soil or land. Sorry, that will be not fertilizer, that will be soil or land. Okay, first of all, what is a plow? See, plow is being used since ancient time or tilling the soil. So this plow are been used since the ancient time. Okay, ancient means very old time. This plow are been used in from very old time or tilling the soil. For tilling the soil or plowing the soil, adding fertilizer to the crop, removing the weeds, scraping the soil. So see here, here we are having removing the weeds. This is a very important line. Okay, line not, that is a very important uh, phrase. Okay, so removing the weeds. So why it is useful for removing weeds? If so so you think in your mind that if you are plowing the soil for getting the soil plowing the soil by the help of the plow for getting the um, land fertile, so of course now weeds will get outside. And what are weeds? I'm telling now, weeds are the unwanted plants. With the weeds we don't need the other plants you have seen now which are growing along with the crops. Yes, of course you have seen along with the crops we are seeing that other plants are growing which we do not need it, that are called the weeds. So removing of weeds is also necessary. Okay, otherwise the weeds will compete with our crop. Okay, and we are needed to remove the weeds. Okay, so if you are plowing the soil, of course you are removing the weeds also. If you are plowing the soil, then of course you are cutting the weeds also. Okay, see, it is a very matlab common thing that you have to think by yourself. That is a very good imagination that how the weeds will be removed. Okay, so okay, so let's continue. These implements is made of wood and is drawn by a pair of bulls or other animals. So these implements, that means this plow, is been moved or it means ride by any other organism, that is a horse. It can be of camels also or cow also. Okay, it contains plowshare. So this plow is a thing that have a plowshare. The main part of the plow is a long rod of wood which is called a plow shaft. There is a handle there is a handle at one end of the shaft. The other end is attached to the beam which is placed on the bull's neck. So this is the descriptions or um, the observation of the plow. Okay, you can search in the Google and you can see how the plow look like, and which is the plowshare, which is the plow shaft, and other thing which we having in the plow. Okay, one pair of bulls and a man can easily operate the plow. Okay, so these are done by any horses also, cows also, and it needed a man also. Okay, otherwise they will control now. Okay, so understood how our plowing will be done. Then we have hoe. So see here, a man is holding a hoe like structure. see this one, this is the hoe actually. Okay, and what is the hoe? It is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil. So this is a simple tool which can remove the weeds also and for loosening the soil also. It has a long rod of wood or iron. A strong, broad and bent plate of iron is fixed to one of its ends and works like a blade. So see here this one. So see here this, only this part is like this. Okay, so these are the bent iron which we are having here. The bent plate of iron is fixed to one end of the blade. Okay, so these you think this is a tool, this is a wood like structure, and these are the iron plates which we have, and these are wood, and these are held by the man, and it is done, these simple woods are done for removing weeds. Okay, these are done for removing weeds also and for loosening the soil also. Understood? And it is pulled by animals also. So yeah, pulled by animals. This is pulled by animals. No, this is not pulled by animals. This is wrong. This may be possible, but I don't know. I have seen this hoe only pulling by man. Okay, not by any animals. I have seen. So maybe it can be, but here this is done by animals also. Okay, maybe it can be done by animal, but it is done by men usually. Then we have cultivator. So cultivator is what a modern thing here nowadays means here modern day. Okay, so modern day plowing is done by tractor driven cultivator. So these usually saves labor and time. Okay, so if we use plow or any hoe, so these are needed more labor and more time to do, and these cultivators are the things which are used for plowing the land, and they are used to plow the land also and removing the weeds also. So this cultivator are the modern tools. Okay, understood this much? Okay, these are the only which we are done in the preparation of soil. Okay, so with these we will do the next part of this chapter in the next video. So with these I'm ending the session till now. Okay, till now we're ending the session. So with this I'm signing out from the video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and if you like the video then give a thumbs up, and also you can comment me in the comment section below if you need something more regarding anything of science, and regarding out of science I will try my best to answer your questions. Okay, so this much I am done doing in this chapter, and next I will do in the next video with a very interesting video and very important video. Okay, so with this, bye, thank you so much, bye.